My new feeling of empowerment had me flying high and not even concerned with the whole true mate thing, until I walked into calculus Monday morning and froze. Taking a deep breath, I let his scent envelop me, but didn't dare look left or right for the source of that delicious smell. I walked to the front and took a seat next to Anita. "What's wrong?" she asked. "Nothing," I assured her. A pleasant tingle shot up my spine, just as Anita jumped up from her seat and threw her arms around the source of said tingle. I bit back a hiss, swallowing hard to grasp some kind of hold on reality. Mate. The word kept playing on repeat, echoing in my ears. "Chase, this is—" Anita was cut off before she could finish the introductions as the professor called the class to order. I knew I was being rude, but I was just so shocked I didn't know what to do. Chase. His name was Chase. The last thing I needed was a mental image of what my mate would have looked like. But I stiffened, stood tall, and pulled my shoulders back, not thinking of what it would do to my breasts, until I heard his sharp intake and somehow knew he had noticed. I slowly turned to meet chocolate brown eyes shining with confusion. I heard him sniff the air around him and saw his forehead crinkle. Dark eyes searched mine for any sign of recognition? Answers? I wasn't sure what he was hoping to find, but it felt as though he could see all the way to my soul. My palms began to sweat, and I knew my heart rate increased, no matter how much I willed it not to. "Chase Westin," the professor called, and it seemed to jolt us both back to the present. "Yes, sir," said a deep voice that rumbled through my entire body. It wasn't until the edges of my vision began to darken that I remembered to breathe. "It is quite the honor, as always, to have you in class. Would you care to assist today?" He turned to me and smiled. Two swoon-worthy dimples popped out as he got up and walked to the front of the class. "Sure," he said, grabbing up a marker and scribbling numbers on the whiteboard as fast as the professor could read them off. I'm not sure I heard a lot of what was said, and I struggled to follow along, doing more staring than taking notes. At the end of class, Chase was held up and I found my escape, but not before I heard the teacher ask him, no, beg him, really, to be his TA for the semester. Great, I thought. He's gorgeous, panty-melting dimples gorgeous, and he's gotta be smart, too. Why couldn't he be a panther? Life would have been so much easier for us both.